This is the before. Sheesh. Good morning. Welcome to the video. It's early in the morning. How long have we got? 20 minutes. Okay, let's do this. We are going through a summer transformations today and tomorrow. Actually, this is a 2-dayer, and by that I mean hair, tan, makeup. I've got loads of new in makeup which I'm excited to try. I want to create a really beautiful summery look. I am getting all my extensions taken out. My hair, my natural hair's got quite long underneath wearing extensions. I was talking to Jack Baxter, my hairdresser, and I said, what do you think about taking these out and maybe putting like some back in, not nearly as many, just for a little bit of thickness, and then just cutting it to my natural length? And he said, I think it would be really nice. So that's what we're doing today. I do love having long hair, but I think when I'm left to my own devices, I'm just putting my SPF on, by the way. I'll tag all the makeup I'm using down below. But I think when I'm left to my own devices, it can sometimes look bad more than it looks good. So we'll see what it's like. Also, my hair, my natural hair is quite dark now. I think it might be quite nice to have darker, warmer, shorter hair. Even just to try. I don't want to wear too much makeup, but I do not want to sit in front of the mirror looking as tired as I did. I'm only holding my brush like this because I hurt my finger. And then I was thinking, after we have had our hair done, I'm gonna put my tan on tonight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do a really lovely makeup on myself because it is a bank holiday and I kind of want to get nicely ready. But I feel like, oh, you know that these are my favourite videos ever to film. I feel like I'll have a wee transformation. Nice, fresh. I really didn't want anything too heavy to do. I have here the new Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer. Huge, big bronzer. Have you seen the advert? I bet it comes up in this video actually. Loads of adverts have been coming up. I'm prancing, I'm sun-kissed, sun-kissed. It is quite genius. Oh my god, it's beautiful, this product. It's so nice. It's a cream, but it's very lightweight. It's quite, I was going to say like a whipped texture. It's not whipped, but I'm just using my 121 bronze. Just using my 24-hour brow setter and my Gimme Brow for a really quick brow. This just really tidies my brows up. Better, 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 better all the time, getting better. I'm just going to put powder in my centre so I'm not too shiny. I'm going to do my Urban Decay Wild Dash mascara. Just for a little bit. And then I actually think I want a bit of a lip. I'm going to do Bark and Aphrodite. Where's Bark? Where's in it? Super rough. That looks better already, doesn't it? And Aphrodite, which is a really beautiful cool toned pink. I'm going to go in with the Dimension Face Palette in Dawn, and I'll use Dusk when I'm tanned. But I'm just going in with Blush Intense first. Oh yes, and I'm bringing that right up. I'm going to go in with the bronzer. Although, when I'm getting all my hair washed, that's going to go completely wrong, isn't it? I'm going to go in with the 1 2 Free brush and the highlight, and I'm just literally going to chuck that in the high points of my face. Wow, summer skin. I am going to be working with utan later. I'm going to do my tan routine and I'm really excited about it. This is the CBD tanning water that I made with them in 50% darker. And I'm going to set my makeup with it, but I'm also spraying it on my wee chest. And then literally in a couple of hours, there'll just be a wee bit more of a sun-kissed glow to my demeanour. Oh my god, see if I was on holiday, I would wear this makeup in a heartbeat. Really nice. Right, okay, let's go and get our hair done. Step 1 of the transformation is done. Jack's going to come to my house. He's got to nip out for an appointment and he's going to come over and finish my hair at the house so he can see the dogs and see Jack as well. I can't believe this is all my hair. It's got so much longer. It needs a cut. We've not properly cut it in a really long time because I've had extensions for ages. So he's going to come over, put my extensions in and then give it a cut. I'm delighted. I love my blondie fringe so much. So nice for summer. But I said to him, I was like, I really want to be light at the front but kind of keep how dark it is. So I'm buzzing. We're going to go home and while we're in the house before Jack comes, I'm going to do my tan because I can just put my hair cap on when I'm showering it off. I do love to call it a transformation, don't I? Let's go. Hi! It's the tanning portion of this video, which I'm delighted to say is sponsored by Utan. First thing I'm going to do is de-jewel myself. It's a little bit sad. It's currently 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I've had my lunch, avocado toast. I take all the jewellery off that's easy to come off. My bracelets I actually always leave on and it's fine. I will take my necklaces off though. I had a bath yesterday and did my shaving. I always think I get the best results when I do all my shaving the day before rather than the day of. I also did my moisturising last night, which is fine for the next day. Honestly, if you've not moisturised in the last like couple of days, just make sure you hit your hands, elbows, knees and ankles, any kind of dry areas. And then I'm just going to put my hair up. I have makeup on a little bit from just doing it this morning and that is fine because I don't actually put tan on my face anymore apart from my facial tanner. So I'm just going to twist my hair up on the top of my head and get a big claw clip. Fine, so it's nice and out of the way. The tan I'm going to use is the classic Turbo Tan in the Cherry Almond scent. The facial tanner is the same one that I used this morning. This is the CBD tanning water in 50% darker. And then I've got the Boyfriend Mitt. This is actually a set on the Utan website, so it's usually £50. But I have a discount code. They only do this once a year aside from any kind of like seasonal sales. So Jamie 30 will get you 30% off. So 30% off 50 is £15, so it's £35 for all of this. It's amazing. I'm gonna get my mitt and just start. I start with 3 pumps. I'm just gonna go straight over. One of the questions I get the most is actually about my tattoos. It works really nicely on top of tattoos. It does like slightly fade them down a little bit, but no more than a normal suntan would. And I actually really like the way that kind of suntanned tattoos look. And I take it down to my wrists, make sure I'm getting every little angle of my arm, and then I'll leave my hands to last. So that's literally, if I show you, that's one arm done. It's a very fast, easy tan to use. To my chest. I do bring that up my neck, and then because I'm getting this on at 1 o'clock, I'll just put on some loose like baggy clothes when it's drying and cut about my day like usual, and then I'll wash it off before I go to bed at night and it'll be perfect. Tomorrow it will be, oh my god, it's going to be amazing. Just going to swap my hand over, 3 pumps, and let's go right over this arm. This is my more tattooed arm and you can see it just like slightly fades them down, but like I said, I really actually quite like it. Top tip for the pits, I just lift my arm up and do a couple of gentle swipes underneath so I don't have any kind of marks or lines. That looks good. Sometimes I do 2 coats on my chest. For some reasons my chest doesn't get as much of a colour first time round, but I'll let it dry first. Okay, I've done one leg. Look at the difference. I'm just going to get 3 again. And I start my leg by going up. I bend my knee, go around my knee, and then I keep my leg straight to make sure I'm getting all the back. Go again, 1, 2, 3. And then the same thing I said about the hands and wrists. I'll wait to the end and then I'll go around my ankles and my feet with whatever's left on my mitt. And that always seems to work best. Wee extra pump on the back of my leg. Oh, so bronzed. You've got a good husband, you can teach him. Jack's really good at doing my back, thank you.
Thanks for wearing pants, while you do it.
I'm not wearing pants. Oh my god, I love it. Only thing I've got left to do is my hands, so whatever's up left on the mitt, rub over my hands. I kind of go up to my bracelets and in between my bracelet. And then for my fingers, this is the key, cloth and brush over. and then get the mitt and go kind of sweep really quickly either side of your finger, and this works every time. Also, something that I learned the hard way is I'd rather have slightly paler hands than like really badly tanned hands, you know. So again, rub, 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 kind of sweep round my wrist, and then either side of these fingers, and I kind of give my hands a rough wash anyway. And then I'm literally going to do the same thing on my feet. You saw me do my face tanner this morning. You can do this over makeup as well, so I'm just going to go, careful not to get my hair in it. If you've got really blonde hair, cover your hair up before you do this. And that's it. I'm going to stand and air dry, and then I'll chuck on some baggy clothes, and then I will be back when Jack's finishing my hair. That's the great thing about being great friends with your hairdresser, is they can come to your house. I'm obsessed. This is healthy hair. I've got a third of the extensions that I used to have in, so really there's not that many at all, but it's just for a bit of thickness. And then we cut my hair like my natural hair, so this was roughly the length it was, but getting extensions just to thicken it up makes it look so much healthier and longer. So I'm pretty natural at the moment, and it means I can chuck my hair up without even really thinking about any extensions. Super easy. I'm currently marinating, so this is going to be just perfect. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my day. I will wash my tan off just before going to bed, and I'll see you tomorrow, and we're going to do some lovely makeup together. Hi, good morning. It's the next day. I showered my tan off last night. Look, a gloriously tanned wrists. Really good. Okay, let's do some makeup. I've got my skincare here too. Let me clip my little fringe. I'm really loving the short hair as well. Let's do our makeup. I've got a bunch of new stuff to use today. Some stuff I've never tried, a lot of stuff I've never talked about, so I think it'll be great. First, we're going to go in with the Fresh Rose Instant Hydration Mist. This is a really nice size bottle. Oh. Then I'm going to go in with a serum. I've never used this before, but I've seen amazing reviews. This is the Clé de Peau, the serum. Very like liquidy. I went on the hunt through my drawers for a new serum to start trying, and this serum's a bit of a all-in-one. Hydration, anti-age, calming, soothing. Oh, it's a nice texture, really lightweight. I'm going to use my Skin Nova as my moisturiser. I'm going to take 2 pumps of that in my fingers and see when I'm doing a summery makeup, or I've got my tan on, or even when my hair is these kind of colours, me wearing white. I love wearing white when I've got a tan. My face has got a really nice sun-kissed colour. That's just from my tanning spray. I didn't put any fake tan on my face apart from that. Let's go in with our SPF. This is the La Roche-Posay Anthelios. I'm going to take the correct dose. Feels like a lot, but it's what you need. And this is Invisible. I'm actually doing some work with Anthelios at the moment, which I was bloody delighted about, considering it's pretty much the only SPF I use. I did dabble, I did try others, but this one is completely foolproof. Look at that, it just disappears into the skin. The skin's doing pretty good just now. I've got a couple of blemishes on my chin that I can't leave alone. And see, once that's sunk in, it feels quite tacky, which is perfect for putting on makeup. Right, let's zoom you in. I forgot my eye cream. So here it is. This is the Peptides and Omegas Firming Eye Cream by Allies of Skin. I think you're meant to put your eye cream on first, but anything's better than nothing. For my foundation, I have 2 here. One that I've never tried all over my face, which I'm excited about, and then one that I know that I love, but I'm not sure if the colours of either are going to be okay with my tan. So I've got the Westman Atelier, the Vital Skin Foundation Stick, and this is in the shade Atelier 6. Then I've got my NARS Light Reflecting. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the Westman Atelier. I'm just going to stipple it on all over. I've watched Gucci. Gucci Westman's an amazing makeup artist. I really, really like her. Her brand, Westman Atelier, is really luxe, really elevated, quite a high price point, but it suits her and her makeup style. And the way that she uses it, she goes in with a classic foundation brush into the stick and then applies, but the coverage that I kind of want today, I felt like this was a nice first step. Colour looks nice. Let's buff this in and see what happens. It's got really good reviews online. And her style of makeup is quite natural, so I'm not sure how buildable this will be. I think that maybe it's if you're a natural makeup wearer, you'll like this. If you're a little bit more on the product side, if you're a little bit heavier on the product side, you might not. I used to love the Makeup Forever stick foundation. This is a little drier. It's not quite as luminous, but it does look like skin. Yeah, it's pretty. See, if you are really into your luxury makeup and that no makeup, effortless beauty type brands, then I think that you would really like this. I'm going to take some Stromboli in the NARS Light Reflecting, and I'm going to buff that on top actually, just because this is going to give me a wee bit extra coverage and a little bit more luminosity. And then we're going to add coverage with concealer. I've got the new Huda concealer to try. I've not used much foundation at all actually, so nice natural base. Although I'm going to have to bronze my face up a little bit, but that's fine. I have here the new Full Filter Concealer by Huda Beauty. Be careful when you're pulling it out, just because I just spilt a little bit of product. Oh, it's quite liquidy. Let's try. I don't think we'll need much of this. I'm using the shade Graham Cracker. Not as heavy as I thought at all. Blends really easily, and it's much more buildable than I thought. It's got the consistency of a foundation. Like, it's much more liquidy than what I was expecting. Nice luminous finish. Oh, my nose is separating a little bit, but I think that's got more to do with the fact I've layered 2 foundations underneath. Really nice. I want to layer it up, and I think I've actually seen people using a sponge with this more. Do you know what's funny? I was just about to say, where do I need coverage? But it's done its job. Maybe a little touch more under my eyes just to see if we're going to crease, because my eyes are creasy little nightmares now. I like it a lot. And then I've got a new powder to try. This is by e.l.f. This is their Camo Powder Foundation. Now, I want to try this because I've heard it's unbelievable. This is in the shade 240W, so 240 warm. And I'm going to use a brush. It's got a sponge under here, which I wouldn't really use anyway. And I'm keeping my cheeks free because we're going to use a cream product there. Nice, let's do my nose. That's where I tend to slip. Very nice. I've never been a powder foundation gal all over, especially I don't think I can think of much worse than putting just a powder foundation straight on top of dry skin. I don't think I could do that. I think that my skin, I just love the luminous glow. But that, I would layer it like I've just done, and then I'm going to bring the glow back with some setting spray at the end. Right, we're going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury new bronzer. I'm bronzing, I'm sun-kissed, sun-kissed. This is in the shade 2 medium. My Vive 121 blush and bronze. I'm going to go straight in to the cream product, and it picks it up perfectly, and I'm just going to start buffing that onto my cheeks. Patting works great as well, and this is what's going to add beautiful bronze to our cheeks. And because the bristles are so soft, it's not disturbing the makeup underneath. I'm going to go under my chin as well, just because we are very bronzed. We're very sun-kissed. Okay, to really sculpt the face, I'm going to use my brand new launch from Vive. This is my Vive Dimension Face Palette in the shade Dusk. This is the deeper of the two. And we have our Modern Bronzer formula, Sunset Blush formula, and a brand new Nova Glow Highlight formula. So I'm going to use it backwards. So I'm going to use bronzer first, then the 2 blushers, and then the highlight, and that is going to completely transform our cheeks. So first going in with bronzer, and I'm using the same brush, but I've swapped over to a different brush. I've got 2 here. So this is the one I used for Charlotte Tilbury, and then this is a new one that I'm going to use for my powder. And I want my cheeks to be quite a focus of this look, going quite bold with the colour, just building it up. This has got a really nice big mirror as well, so you can work in it. Really good for travel. A little touch around my nose. Even though my nose is looking a little bit dry, nothing's coming off or anything. I'm going to swap over to my 123 Precision Powder, and I'm going to go in with the Blush Intense, and we're going to touch that right at the top here. And this is going to give us that flush of colour like we've been sitting out in the sun all day, which I absolutely plan on doing tomorrow. And then I'm going to go in with the regular blush shade, which is a lot more pink, and I'm going to touch that under the outer corner of my eye and bring it onto the apples of the cheeks. I don't mind looking quite youthful with this look, so by keeping your blush super high and onto the front of the cheeks, it does look quite young, which this complexion I think will really suit. Now, before I do my highlight, I'm going to spray my face with setting spray, which is right here. This is the new All Nighter setting spray. This is the All Nighter Setting Spray Vitamin C. It has cactus flower extract and it's got cactus water in it as well. So it's all the same things that you love about All Nighter, but honestly just more hydration and vitamin C. Really nice smell as well. Now I just need to wait for that to dry. I have a obsession with this mug. I won it at the bowling on my birthday about 4 years ago. All of the artwork is coming off it, but it's my favourite mug to drink coffee out of. So if you ever see it, that's the story. Our setting spray has dried down, but just enough that my highlight will be popping. Look at that. This new formula is everything. It's worth mentioning that our Dimension Face palettes are limited edition. Here for a good time, not a long time. Powder highlights are really brilliant in the summer if you're doing like a full glam that you want to last all day. I think that liquid highlight like Skin Dew is perfect for just like a really glowy look, but if you're going a little bit more glam, then powders they last longer on the skin. But we're going to do a little mixture today. Alright, I've just filled in my little freckle. If anyone's got a good recommendation for a freckle pen, let me know. In the market. Okay, for my brows, super easy. This is what I've been doing a lot lately. I'm going to take my Goof Proof pencil by Benefit. I honestly forgot about this pencil for a really long time and now I'm back on it big time because it is so easy. I'm just going to comb through my brows. Because it's got a triangular tip, it just makes it really easy. So I'm just going to bring up my arch and I'm honestly not going to do much else than that. That makes all the difference. I've got some sparser areas at the front, so I'll just really lightly sketch that in. I mentioned this a few videos ago, but I have a discount code for Benefit Brows. It's down in the description bar and it's valid to the end of the year, so you can literally just go and shop Benefit Brows on the actual Benefit website and use my code and you get 20% off. Then I'm going to use Gimme Brow in the shade number 5, which is a wee bit darker than I usually use, but because my hair's slowly going darker apart from my fringe, I really love a dark brow. Dark brows, blondie, highlighted hair, tan skin. Oh my god, it's my favourite. For our eyes, I'm going to use my eye wand in sand, if I can find it. Just a little bit all over. And you literally just scribble this on. Then I'm going to take my conceal and prime brush and buff that in. This is the perfect eyeshadow base. And for my eyes, I want to go for something, honestly, quite Y2K. I'm really excited about this product I've got. And I might actually start with it so I can base the look around that. This is the Bodyography Celestial Glitter Pigment. This was in the Katie Jane Hughes Cosmetips box. I need to go and look and see if it's still there. Honestly, I didn't realise that I had this and I opened it today and it is full of the most amazing products. So I'll try and find it and link it. I really hope I'm not too late. Cosmetips are basically, they're a brand that collaborate with a lot of influencers, makeup artists, beauty professionals, and the person will choose their favourite products and you get the box at like a really good discount. So let me just go in with my eyeshadow packer. Oh, do you know what this reminds me of? The Scattered Light by Hourglass. It's really similar. Oh, it's pretty. Very pretty. I'm going to put that away just now. I'm going to look into it and then revisit once I know how to use it properly. I'm going to swap over to a Viva Eye Wand. I'm going to use the shade Burnt Copper. This is the Shimmer Eye Wands. And I'm going to sketch it all over and buff it out with a brush. I'm just going to use the same brush I used for that pigment. Even though this is a packer brush, you can blend with it. See if you're just patting and using little wiggle movements. Works really well. I just rifled through my drawer and I've got a Scattered Light by Hourglass right here. This is in the shade Reflect. And I think I might try gently wiggling this into whatever eye look I've turned out with. Just to get a little bit more reflect. Oh, that's nice. That's kind of like a foil. It's been a while since we've done a shimmery eye, I think. Quite a lot of fallout, but that's fine. And I'm bringing that Scattered Light shadow right up. And because I've got the eye wands down as a base, they're sticky enough for the pigment just to stay put and that won't move all day. Pretty, okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of definition to this now. And I'm gonna actually go back into my Dimension Face palette in the shade Dusk and a little eyeshadow brush. And I'm gonna go in with the bronzer shade first and just tickle that along the sides. I'm going to use my 217 brush, and I'm just going to use the bronzer from the palette to just tickle the sides and then really lift the end of this eye look up, using the bronzer to tie the eye look into the face and up towards the temples. I like that. I think it's nice. It's still soft. Right, let's do some liner lashes. I'm going to use the Benefit They're Real Extreme Precision Liner. I've never used this before. And I want to do just a small wing, and I'm going to do it quite straight out, I think. Yeah, that's good. That worked fine. If you're someone that likes a drier, matte black formula, you'll like that. I'm using my mascara. This is the Urban Decay Wild Lash. I have been obsessed with it for a long time, and I've had this tube for ages. Some mascaras really drastically change when they're older. This one hasn't really. It's a little bit drier than obviously when I first got it, but it's still working great. It's actually time to open a new one, I think, anyway. Like, all the writing's coming off. I love the brush on this. It really hugs the lashes. It's a nice fibre brush, not plastic. Like a bristle, like a proper bristle brush. I'm going to apply my VFHL4 Enhanced Lashes. These are very beautiful, very lengthening, very wispy. Oh my god, they're perfect. I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara to my outer lower lashes. So just here, and I'm kind of fanning the lashes at a diagonal and not down. And this makes her eyes look bigger, not much rounder, but a little bit rounder. Right, I'm going to zoom you out and let's do her lips. I'm going to use a Vive combo. We've got new lip dews out and I love them so much. So I'm going to use Lip Dew in the new shade Rosa, and then I'm going to use Bark and Brat to define my lips. And I want to go for something quite pouty, because that's how I'm feeling. Using Bark. Then I'm going to swap to Brat, and we're going to blend that out with the lighter lip liner. And I bring that slightly onto my lip as well. My battery just died and my camera's not charged. I'm so close to being done, so I'm swapping to this camera. I've done my lip liners, love. I'm going to use Lip Dew in Rosa now. Oh, this is like a perfect summer makeup. Nice, 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 nice. And now that I'm here, I can still see that I want to have more blush, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go straight in with Blush Intense. I'm going to bring that right up my temples as well. Putting blush up here is amazing, especially in summer. Right, let's take these clips out. Quite like it like this actually. I've still got my fringe, but it's just a little straighter, a little bit less fuss. I need hoops. I love these, but I've got no idea where they're from. They're just little textured hoops. Actually, I think they're from Zara. Nice. Oh, I love it. Like, do you want to see my little dress? This is a dress I got from Zara. A really beautiful, just little white dress. And like I said, I just love wearing white when I'm a little bit more tanned. I like the hair. I don't know if I look older. And there you can see my makeup. Again, it's not groundbreaking, but for me, there's loads of new products in there. Some that I really, really love, and some I'm going to revisit and try in a different way. Actually, there's one more thing that I wanted to try. This is the Tower 28 No Shade Super Dew. I think it's essentially like a lip balm. Yeah, it's just like a clear gloss, which is really pretty to tap on your cheeks. It's quite balmy. I think, honestly, you could probably get the same effect with like a lip balm or something. But there's the new hair, there's some nice new makeup, and my tan. I hope you really liked this video. I say this at the end of every single one of these style videos because I always left feeling excellent. Essentially just spent 2 days getting ready, but if this has inspired you to treat yourself to some time to make yourself feel great, to get your hair done, treat yourself to new makeup, new tan, then let me know. Like I said before, utan, I'll put all the details down below, but it's Jamie30 for 30% off. I'll link the bundle that I used to get my tan. I'll link all the products I used, and I'll link Jack as well, Jack Baxter, my hairdresser. I think he mostly uses GHD to style my hair in Redken for colour, but I suppose all we did was bleach my little fringe. So other than that, I will see you next Thursday. Bye. Fucking dog hairs in my fingers. What is going on? I don't even bloody drink my coffee. No wonder I'm tired. The hair. I've hurt my finger. Ow. I'm trying to be very careful not to flash you. That's painful to watch, isn't it? And then from above I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Charlotte Tilbury. All the roads that are sun-kissed, sun-kissed. Who is that?
Very pretty. You see dog in the background, she's Bob.
Oh my god, why is that stuck like this? Oh no.